Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining me again today on our daily devotion. I hope we are going to be happy as we're going to share together this devotion. Our devotion today is going to come from the book of Hebrews. It's one of my favorite books that I've read, and I'm still reading this book, and I'm also inspired by the words and the message that is in this book that also helps me and you as Christians um, to live a Christian life. And also from the book of Hebrews, chapter 13, I'm going to be talking from verse 8. Hebrews chapter 13, verse 8, it says, Jesus Christ is the same yesterday and today and forever. I don't know what does this means to you and me, and understand there is a deeper meaning in this scripture. And if we look from the above scripture that the writer was talking about, he talks about a lot of things, adultery and all this stuff. And when we get to verse 7, we see as he was talking about something that we have to know, that Paul was advising Timothy, and also even up to now today, that Jesus Christ is the same. Jesus Christ doesn't change. He doesn't change his position. He doesn't change his words for us. He's there for us. Last time we were talking about his presence amongst us, and that he said he never said goodbye. He's always with us. And now we are looking in the book of Hebrews where it says he's the same today. He's the same yesterday, today, and forever. That means you and me, we have to get in a position where we understand the Jesus Christ is as God, who remains the same, as God, who is always in his own position. Jesus Christ doesn't move, is not being moved, and will never be moved this position because of the changes of, or because of what we command, or because of our attitudes as Christians. He remains the man, he remains the God, he remains who he is. Even if we give all this glory, it doesn't change. And I want to shift a gear a little bit, that whatever we might see our life going through, is the man, is God, who keep his words, who remain in his position towards our heads, towards his ways, towards us. I know we are facing a lot of things, and we are into this world where there's a lot of confusion. But Jesus Christ remains, his words remains the same to us. Whenever we need hope, whenever we need peace in our life, he remains the man who always gives us peace. He remains the man who always gracious to us. And the way he was doing before we were there, he's the same Jesus, he's the same God who does the same thing. And he's the one who is always faithful towards us. And if we look and if we see clearly the nature of Jesus Christ, even if when he was with his disciples, even if when he was on earth, he remains the same. We ourselves as human, we might be confused to try to understand who he is, but he remains in his nature, in his character as God. And also that will help you and me today as we are sharing this devotion, that we have to understand that he is for us. He is always there for us. He is the man who keeps his promises. So I want to challenge you today that whenever we are praying, wherever we are moving, whenever we are having friends, whenever we are whatever we are doing as Christians, we have to understand that he is the God, he is Jesus Christ, he is the same yesterday, today, and forever. He remains the same. Even if we are facing difficulties, even if we are happy, even if we are not happy, even if things are not fair for us, he remains faithful. He is always there for us. What we just need to do as Christians, what we just need to do as a world, is to recognize him and to glorify him, because he will never change. He remains faithful. Thank you very much for listening today.